So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about this amazing piece of news that is Ghost of Tsushima Legends. So when this was first announced, I was super shocked. I saw somebody post it and I thought it was some type of fan video at the beginning, and then I saw gameplay with you and other people, and I'm like, what is this? And then I saw the name Ghost of Tsushima Legends. What is this? And then I went on to my notifications and I see everybody talking about Ghost of Tsushima Legends. And then I go to the PlayStation Twitter account and I see Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I check out the trailer, I read the news, and I am beyond beyond excited for the possibilities with this multiplayer mode. As you guys know, I love The Last of Us's factions mode, and I really feel that Sony has a lot of first party titles that could do with a multiplayer mode, and they could do it really well. But of course, everybody jumps at your throat when you mention multiplayer in regards to a single player only game, which is usually a single player only game. But getting back to the story, why do I have this listed as a PlayStation 5 title in my title and thumbnail? I say this because maybe some of you will obviously know this and some of you might not, but I say this because obviously one reason is backwards compatibility with boosted mode, higher frame rates, better resolution, but I also personally feel that Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima are going to get some type of enhancement outside of what boost mode offers for the PlayStation 5. I personally just feel that way. You could feel differently, of course, but I feel like those two games are going to get some type of further enhancement to take advantage of what the PS5 is capable of. But to continue, I'm going to read the story, but if you've heard the story a billion times at this point, you can skip this part of the video and go straight to my opinions and hear my thoughts, all of that over there. But if you're still here, let's go through what it actually states on the PlayStation blog in regards to Ghost of Tsushima Legends. So the story states, today I am very excited to reveal Ghost of Tsushima Legends, a new online cooperative multiplayer mode that will come as a free download for Ghost of Tsushima owners on PlayStation 4 later this year. Legends is an entirely new experience. It's a separate mode that doesn't follow Jin or the companions from his journey, but instead focuses on four warriors who have been built up as legends in the stories told by the people of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima's single-player campaign focuses on an open world and exploring the natural beauty of the island, but Legends is haunting and fantastical, with locations and enemies inspired by Japanese folktales and mythology, and an emphasis on cooperative combat and action. We designed Legends to be an exclusively cooperative gameplay experience. You'll be able to partner up with friends or via online matchmaking. That part makes me wonder if they're including local co-op, but I'm just going to throw that out there. But to continue, and Legends in groups of 2 to 4 players. Each player can choose from one of 4 different classes: the samurai, hunter, ronin, or assassin. I'm personally going to be the samurai, just to throw that out there as well. But again, to continue, each class has unique advantages and abilities that will reveal in the future. With 2 players in Ghost of Tsushima Legends, you'll be able to play a series of co-op story missions that escalate in difficulty, building on the foundation of combat from the single-player campaign, but with new magical twists that often require careful synchronization with your partner. With 4 players, you'll be able to take on wave-based survival missions, fighting groups of the toughest enemies Tsushima has to offer, including new Oni enemies with supernatural abilities. If you can best the story and survival missions, you may be confident enough to take on the 4-player raid that will arrive shortly after the launch of Ghost of Tsushima Legends, sending you and your partners to an entirely new realm to challenge a brutal, terrifying enemy. So, going back to my personal thoughts on this is a great PS5 first-party multiplayer exclusive, and I've seen this narrative thrown out online that Sony's embracing. It seems like Sony's embracing multiplayer. This narrative has to stop. Sony has had great multiplayer games in the past, and this isn't the first one. Why do people miss this? Why do people keep reiterating as if Sony doesn't have great first-party exclusive multiplayer games? We need to end that. But getting back to Ghost of Tsushima Legends, it's not only going to bring a 2-player mode, which sounds like Spec Ops to me, Spec Ops from Call of Duty, which is great. The Modern Warfare 3 or 2 version, I believe, not the latest one with Modern Warfare 2019, but It sounds like Spec Ops in the sense of going through missions, story-based missions that escalate in difficulty, which I'm all for. And it's also going to have 4-player co-op with raids, horde mode, and honestly, if you think about it, this is actually 3 modes in one. It has 2-player story missions, it has 4-player survival mode, and 4-player raid mode. And I can't wait for the survival mode. I am obsessed with zombies, more so the older zombies, not Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 zombies. You can hate me if you disagree with that, but I personally love the original from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I love those multiplayer modes, and I really feel how they're playing Ghost of Tsushima. It really fits, and I'm super excited for this survival mode, more so than the 2-player story mission modes, but I'll still play those, and the raid mode, which is also exciting, but the survival mode is really where it hits home with me. And since it's putting off this scary vibe for the game, I really feel that this is going to release in October, right before November, right before the PS5 release, because it's giving off this, horror type of vibe for Ghost of Tsushima. So it sounds like an October game, not September. I hope it comes out now, but it sounds like it's an October game. And one thing that I'm really super excited with this, and how this is genius by Sucker Punch, is that one thing that's been consistent across all reviews for this game, whether people thought they didn't like Jin as a character, or they didn't like the story, or maybe some of the missions here and there, which I disagree with all of that. I loved everything. The thing that's consistent across all reviews is the gameplay. The gameplay loop that they have is addictive, and I've heard that multiple times throughout multiple reviews, how they do the gameplay with the ability to switch between different styles, and how do you combat enemies is an addictive trait of Ghost of Tsushima. And what they're doing here is essentially taking that gameplay, that amazing gameplay, and basically getting you and your buddies to get mixed up in that all day, which is just genius. And for me, I really feel like I'm going to enjoy this game a lot, considering how much I loved Last of Us Factions, which was very unique. That's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed Last of Us Factions, and I feel like Sucker Punch is going to make something unique with this Ghost of Tsushima Legends. So I'm looking forward to it. And I also got all of my friends ready to hop on it day one. Even one of my friends who mainly plays on Xbox, he's getting a PlayStation 5 later this year, and he's also getting a Series X. He's not switching over, he's just getting both. And besides all of that, I want this game to be a standalone independent experience from the main Ghost of Tsushima game, mainly because I want it to be a long-standing multiplayer experience that Sony has to offer, alongside Last of Us 2's spiritual successor to Factions mode, which is going to be its own standalone experience as well. If they make these two free to play and expand them with content, I really feel that's going to reach a wider audience out there on the PlayStation community, and people will start to realize that Sony really does offer solid multiplayer experiences. I really feel that they need to go and make this a standalone independent game and offer consistent updates, and just make this a long-standing multiplayer experience going into the future of the PlayStation 5. But that's really how I personally feel about this right now. Super excited for it later this year. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For this video's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with me and the boys later this year. I don't really need to explain what that's all about. I'm pretty sure you know. And if you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with me and the boys later this year. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays at the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.